Good morning, everybody. I hope you can all hear me clearly. My name is Mike. Today is Saturday the 15th, is it? Or 15th of July. I was supposed to be streaming today with Brogan, but unfortunately he cannot make it to the stream, so you are stuck with me. I know you all miss him. He's the star of the show. His nickname is Hollywood. And for that reason, we are missing his blockbuster opinions today. So, busy show. We are going to get through it as fast as we can, normally in about 45 minutes. Then we will have our quiz at the end for about 20-25 minutes where you can win free crypto. All you have to do is get the answers right. Throughout the show, every 2,000 likes that we get on the stream, we also drop a crypto box. For the regulars that are here, you already know how all of this works. For those of you that are new, we are Crypto Warehouse. We stream every day on Binance. We will be streaming tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We're a little bit later today. We had to shuffle things around so we could actually make a stream today. Tomorrow we're back at 11. We are also on YouTube. I know we are streaming also on YouTube, but for the people on Binance, we are also on YouTube. We release videos probably about 5 times a week on all kinds of things. Latest video we have done on PayID 2. You should probably give that a watch before you consider buying it. We cover meme coins, price predictions, the usual kind of stuff you'd expect from a channel. So please give us a follow and help us grow the channel over there. Today we're going to be looking at what Larry Fink has had to say about crypto. Why did Bitcoin fall? Coinbase. We're going to talk about ChainGPT, which is an AI token. We're going to look at some Van Gogh NFTs, and we're going to finish with some news about Man City sticking with crypto as one of their sponsors. So, with all that being said, the first thing we need to do is have a quick look at the markets. We have bounced back slightly. We bounced off 30,100 yesterday. For those of you that were watching yesterday, I tried to temper the enthusiasm simply because Bitcoin has been in a channel now for almost 4 weeks, and that channel, which I will bring up to show you, that channel has been between 30,000 and 31.4, 31.5. We didn't leave it, and I said on the stream yesterday that we need to break 32,000 and then hold 31.8 or 31.9 as support for us to move into another channel, and we didn't do that, and we came straight back down to the bottom of the channel, and we are stuck here again. It is like a scene from the Twilight Zone. Every single day I come in here, I say it's 30,004, 30,003. We're not moving at the minute. So there's reasons for it. Obviously there's a lot of profit taking involved, but on the whole, yesterday was a day of retracement. Yesterday was a day of profit taking. If you look at 24 hours, there are some coins which are still up, and as you would expect, XRP and Stellar retraced. Some people were calling for a 55-cent XRP. Again, yesterday I said if XRP comes back down to about 60 cents, that would be a good price to buy in, because XRP is only going to go one way over the next few weeks as far as I'm concerned, and that is upwards. My target is 120 to 150 or thereabouts, and it's going to drag Stellar along with it. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, nothing else is really down. Yesterday we lost 3% or 2% off the market. Volume fell considerably. Bitcoin dominance is still down and Ethereum dominance hasn't moved. That's pretty much it. We're going to go over the reasons why in a minute, so I'm not spending too long on the charts today. And we're going to get straight into it. One of my phones has died, so I'm on a different phone. Everything that could have gone wrong today has gone wrong. So let me do a big shout out. Good morning, China. Good morning, Aka Love. Nice name. Who else is here? Rasika, good morning. Dara, thank you for dropping the boxes. Ayla, Gil, welcome everybody. Remember, let me know where you are watching from. Never sunny in the land of the wicked. Very, very true, Fran. Very true. Kishan, welcome. Welcome back. Why are we streaming late today, Mike? Basically, we had to wait for a delivery that was supposed to arrive between 10 and 12. It didn't arrive till literally 12:05. Brogan has had to go out. We normally on a Saturday stream from the office, nice air-conditioned room. We didn't do that today. We might stream from the office tomorrow, and if not, it'll be next Saturday. So we are just muddling through today. Like I say, I'm on a new phone, and it's not as quick as my usual phone. So the biggest news of the day is Larry Fink's interview yesterday. He was interviewed, was it on CNN? CNBC. So this is the biggest news. And it's amazing how far we've come in the last 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years ago, BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, they either didn't have a comment about crypto or they called it a Ponzi scheme. They called it a scam. We're now in a position where Larry Fink is saying that crypto will transcend international currencies. I mean, if that's not progress and adoption, I don't know what is. Anyway, let me catch up on the menu. There we go. We are up to speed. So Larry Fink is the CEO of BlackRock. He was interviewed yesterday on CNBC. More and more of our global investors are asking us about crypto. They've got 8 trillion in assets. In his view, cryptocurrencies have a differentiating value versus other asset classes in helping diversify portfolios. It's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency, noted the executive. Despite Fink's pro-crypto remarks during the interview, he declined to comment on the application for an ETF. Nearly every major financial institution worth its salt in America has now filed for an ETF. BlackRock, Vanguard, ARK Invest, Fidelity, I think the Winklevoss brothers have reapplied. So I think there's about 8 or 12 applications in now for this ETF. I don't think it's going to be approved this side of next year. I simply think that the SEC are now just going to keep holding off as long as they think they have power. So several applications have been filed. According to Bloomberg Intelligence's Eric Balchunas, BlackRock has filed 550 ETF applications and has only been rejected once. We believe we have a responsibility to democratize investing. We've done a great job, and the role of ETFs in the world is transforming investing, and we're only at the beginning. Very true. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to centralize Bitcoin with 1 or 2 financial superpowers in America. So although it's a good thing for the price, although it's a good thing for adoption, having BlackRock and Fidelity and Goldman Sachs, having those players having $1 million to $2 million worth of Bitcoin on their books isn't decentralizing money and democratizing money, because what BlackRock and these people do is they use the voting power of your shares to change the way companies run. So although it's a good thing for us right now, long term, I don't think it's the great news that everybody's making it out to be. But still, when we have BlackRock saying that this is going to transcend national currencies, it's bullish however we want to look at it. So that's good news. Now the price has retraced because we never left the range we were in. So we've slid back down to 30,300, which I think we're at today as we speak. there was profit taking, but also we failed to break out. And every time we fail to break out, we come straight back down to 30,100, 30,200. We don't break out, we're stuck in the range again. What's going to happen next week is the price is going to run up again, maybe get to 38, 31, 31.2. We either break resistance or we do the entire thing again. Groundhog Day, week number 6. So a new survey showing Americans are becoming increasingly confident in the economy pushed stocks higher on Friday. And a lot of commentators were pointing out that although the S&P and NASDAQ were looking towards new all-time highs, crypto has been lagging behind. The Dixie, the DXY, also fell considerably. I think it actually fell under 100. That's also an indicator that Bitcoin will have a run up. When the Dixie falls, Bitcoin rises, and we haven't seen too much of that. So we've kind of got a disjointed market at the minute where Bitcoin isn't at the position where it should be. There are conspiracy theorists out there that it's something to do with Silk Road. The American government has been selling the Bitcoin that they seized from Silk Road. It could have something to do with that. It could be profit taking. It could be the fact we didn't break resistance. There's lots of potential reasons for this. But as you can see, the same chart that we've looked at, we've been stuck here since June the 21st. August Bitcoin future prices were slightly weaker in trading. Again, the futures market do give you a good indication of where Bitcoin could go next month. I still think we've got bullish time frame. The day and the weekly time frames are looking good. I don't think there's any reason to panic. I'm not sure 29.5 would be the price to come in at. I would look at 29.8, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not an expert on these things. So overall, there's a couple of reasons why the price could have fallen. The one for me is simply we never left the range, and we've been stuck in that range since June the 21st. So I think we just need to see if we can break it next week. At some point, resistance will break, and at that point we should be looking towards finding support above 32,000. We shall have to wait and see. Now, we have broken the 2,000 likes on the video, so I will drop the box now. Thank you for helping out, Kishan. If everybody hits the like button, we drop the boxes. So let me drop the comment to win now. For those of you watching on YouTube, if there is anybody watching on YouTube, we will leave a link under our daily streams for you to join up with Binance, and then you can win this free crypto. Let me drop the comment. And I think we also have George watching us today. George, all the way from down the road from where I'm streaming from, is watching. So a shout out to George. Just give me a second. This phone is an awful lot slower than my usual one. Okay, that has dropped. There we go, perfect. Okay, so you have a couple of minutes to claim that, and then we'll drop another box at 4,000 or 5,000 likes. Good morning, Petrolhead. Nice to see you in the chat again. Remember, if you have any questions about anything that we've gone through, feel free to ask away. There are no stupid questions. There are no questions that you're going to get laughed at on this channel. We are here to try and educate you. All we ask in return is that you follow us on Binance and you follow us on our YouTube channel. That's all we ask for. So let's close this one down and move on. Now, some of the big news of the last few days has been all the different exchanges that have been listing XRP Coinbase listed it the day after. I think Kraken, Crypto.com, I know they listed XRP. Binance didn't have to relist XRP because it never took it off in the first place. But some news that has come out is that Coinbase has paused the staking services in 4 states. And this is because they are trying to clamp down as much as they can in America on various different services that are offered by Bitcoin, by Binance and Coinbase in America, one of which is staking. So it's going to temporarily stop customers from staking assets in 4 states amid legal proceedings. It'd be interesting to know which assets they are and whether they're on-chain staking or not. We strongly disagree with any allegation that our staking services are securities, said Coinbase, but we will fully comply with the preliminary state orders where required, even though that comes before we've had an opportunity to defend ourselves. So California, New Jersey, South Carolina and Wisconsin require a pause in staking additional assets. Okay, does it mention which ones? It doesn't mention the actual assets, which is a shame. I would imagine that the assets are ETH, maybe Solana, maybe I'm trying to think of what others it could be. Maybe Cardano. There's a few on-chain staking services in Coinbase. I don't know which ones have been paused, but if it's all of them, it's a shame. I can understand where the regulators are coming from, but they just need to be educated on what on-chain staking means. It's not a dividend payment. It's not a profit share. It's a reward for securing the network. So I can kind of understand where they've been misunderstood with this, but I'm not sure that asking them to pause is the right way. I think they should probably sit down with Coinbase and discuss it rather than using enforcement, but that's just me. Now moving on. Now before I read this article, I just want to say I do actually hold some Chain GPT. On our YouTube channel, I made a video a few months ago on the best AI tokens to hold. I'm not sure how long ago I made the video, but there is a video on there with some mention of the AI tokens that I hold. I'll tweet it out later. But basically there's 3 AI tokens that I have invested in my AI bag. One of them is FET, one of them is AGIX, and the third is Chain GPT, which is the smallest holding I've got because it's one of the least sexy and most technical AI products on the market. But I've seen this article about it. I thought it would be good to cover them on the stream for people who haven't heard about it. I don't know if they're listed on Binance. I haven't checked that out. I've bought them from a different location, but it's worth having a look at their project. Not long ago, Chain GPT, the leading AI infrastructure provider for the crypto, blockchain and Web3 industry, announced the induction of DexCheck into its incubation program. So with its new website, a deeper network of connections and a world-class plan of action, DexCheck will be launching its DCK token via an IDO on the Chain GPT pad. So DexCheck is an AI-powered analytics platform and trading tool for blockchain-based assets. Every form of on-chain data from cryptocurrencies and token pools to NFTs and DEX trading volume the DexCheck platform provides. This sounds more like an advertorial than an article. So some of the features: you can track elite traders, you can track elite NFT flippers, you can copy the trading of traders. This sounds like something very similar to what eToro offer on their platform. address analyzer, and whale tracker. So there is 1 billion tokens. It's being launched on the Binance Smart Chain, and I imagine it has the token date 17th of July, which is only a few days from now. What's that, Monday I think it will be. So for those that don't know anything about ChainGPT, again, this isn't sponsored. I'm not trying to shill them. It's a token that I've looked at in the past and I've made videos about. Actually, what I should probably do is drop the link into the chat so you can go and have a look at it. Again, I'm not telling you to go and invest. I'm telling you to go and do some research on it and have a look. It offers an awful lot of very technical AI services. So it can create smart contracts, it can audit smart contracts, it provides very similar ChatGPT type functionality where it will allow you to speak to, I believe you can actually speak to CZ on here. An AI version of CZ is available over here, I believe. So you can indeed chat to any of these people. I wish I could type. It would make life so much easier. So all of these people, you can interact with them. Justin Sun, Brian Armstrongs, Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, Vitalik Buterin and CZ are all there. Well, I found out that CZ's birthday was actually 5 days ago. Who knew that? So anyway, there we go. Go and check out ChainGPT. It's worth looking at. Most people know about Fetch. Most people know about Singularity. Not many people know about ChainGPT, but I don't really go off into too many AI tokens. I've only picked 3, and this is one of them. Right, we have 3 articles to go. We are 22 minutes into the stream. We are on time. And we are also going to drop another box, because we are at 5,500 likes. So just give me 1 second. So, like the last box I dropped, there's another one. It will last for 3 minutes. There are some parts of the world where you cannot claim these boxes. So, even though the box is dropped, you won't be able to claim it if you live in, I think, Nepal, for example. Some parts of India, you're not allowed to claim the box. So, if you can claim the box, it's yours. Free crypto from us. Manoj, we are giving boxes away, but you may not be able to claim them. I can clearly see the box from here. So far it's been claimed by 18 people. I could give you the names of the people if you wish, but the boxes are working. Okay, let me just... So this is a nice article that I found. We've covered a couple of these in the last few weeks about museums, art pieces. I think yesterday or the day before we looked at Banksy, and fractionalization of artwork, I said at the time, was a real benefit of NFTs, and it kind of democratizes art in a way that hasn't been possible before. In the past, you've had a work of art that's only been able to be owned by the very rich and the very elite people, whereas Banksy, he makes his work for the people. gives them away for free, paints them on walls. And through NFTs, you will be able to own a fraction of a Banksy or a fraction of a piece of art. The other use case for this is, rather than letting you own a piece of art and having a DAO associated with it, is museums have used the money raised by NFTs to actually help renovate works of art, and in return give you exclusive prints or exclusive NFTs, access to the art, open evenings, those kind of things. And I can see a real benefit to museums, art galleries that may not have had the funds invested in them in recent years than they should have had. So this I thought was nice to go through. So there's going to be an exclusive collection of Van Gogh NFTs minted. For the first time in Spain, a national museum will mint its own NFTs, an exclusive collection featuring masterpieces from Van Gogh. These artworks were converted into high-definition NFTs and certified, which is important, by the Thyssen-Bornemisza National Museum. I'm not going to say that again. We'll call it TB from now on. Carlos Granois, the CEO of metaverse platform Oliverse, told Decrypt. We don't need to read about that. Each NFT represents an original piece in part of a limited series, with only 100 available for purchase in collaboration with Telefonica and its NFT marketplace. By democratizing access to art through NFTs, we hope to enable individuals to experience Van Gogh's works in a new way. It would be interesting to know if the NFTs hold any intellectual property rights, or if they offer part ownership of the artwork. The choice of Van Gogh as the first historical artist to be included in the Oliverse was obvious. Besides the fact that I love Van Gogh, we wanted an artist who was universally recognised, incarnates the same philosophy as ours, and who created something new and disruptive. Let's move on to the important bits. We want to create the #1 metaverse in the world by offering all of those activities with free courses every day in fields like painting, music, cinema, fitness and cooking. We will also keep developing the interactions between stars and users, having our token in the middle. Metaverse is something that has come to stay, and we will see a lot of developments, he said. Now we see Apple exploring the metaverse. Meta is competing with Quest Pro, as social networks will evolve into that 3D environment. Much as I hate Meta, much as I hate VR, art galleries and museums and sporting events and music concerts, they are where I see real benefit to VR and the metaverse especially. Gaming is the obvious one. What I don't think to do with this is I don't think that, I mean, you're basically buying a digital print of the artwork. You don't have any ownership over the artwork. There's no DAO in place, so you can't have a say in anything to do with the Van Goghs themselves. So much as I like this idea, I'm not sure how it's going to hold its value unless Oliverse gives you access to a exclusive club with private viewings and you know, real world utility. But we'll see. It's still young. People are still experimenting. I'm sure it's going to be a success. It would be great for it to be a success. And the final one that I'm going to be grudgingly reading out, as I am not a Manchester City fan, is to do with Manchester City and its crypto sponsors. Again, let me catch up on the menu. Just give me 1 second. Right, I am up to date. So, Manchester City, who have just obviously won the Premier League, they've won the European Cup. They are sponsored by, I believe, by OKX, which is another crypto exchange, and they've been sponsored by them for quite a while, a couple of years now at least. So they've got a deal with OKX, which is one of the club's top 3 sponsors. £55 million deal. It appears on the shirts and the sleeves. I'm not quite sure if Man City have actually got a token either. I know Barcelona, PSG, Juventus, a few national sides have all got their own token issued. Just give me 1 second. The refreshments have arrived. That is better. I've got to the end of the show, Brogan, nearly. In a very short space of time, I can, yeah. So thank you for the refreshments. There are people in chat that have missed you today. Yeah. So hopefully you'll be back on Thursday night.
Yeah, well,
And they
bring the thing out. Fortunately, I don't know.
See you later. So OKX, again, I'm not trying to promote them on the platform. I realise that we're on Binance. Nearly all Premier League clubs have taken some kind of sponsorship from crypto companies, and the industry is becoming increasingly visible across the game. Now, I'm not quite sure. This is what I was about to talk about before the refreshments arrived, to do with Chills and Socius, which is a platform that offers fan tokens for the various different clubs. Again, I am not a fan of these at all. City's token actually started and remains at a higher mark than nearly everybody else. Anyone with a City token can win hospitality packages on the app or vote for the music to be played at the stadium. Again, it's not my cup of tea. I think the problem is, so far, there's a northern expression called half-arsed. I think it's been done in a half-arsed way. With a fan token, you either go for it 100% or you don't do it at all. And what I've seen from Socios and Chills is the token of Socios, which is the platform that creates all of the individual fan tokens. There's an awful lot of money to be made out of it. Most of it is speculative. If you're buying fan tokens in your club, I can't see what you're getting in return. You have a 1 in 150,000 chance of winning a ticket to the ground, if you can even get there. And as you can see, if you do buy, you are likely to lose the majority of your money. So, my issue with all of this is that my advice, not financial advice, is not to invest in fan tokens. They haven't been proven. I don't understand the revenue model. I don't understand the fan token model. I've looked at it. I can understand why the clubs want them because of the revenue stream. I understand why Socius wants them. But you're benefiting such a select number of people. This should be a case of if you hold 100 tokens, you receive a discount on merchandise. You should be able to watch the matches, the friendlies online for free. The entire thing should be built out from day one. Because what happens is you buy in at $3 in this case. There is nothing stopping this token from going to 5 cents or 1 cent. Nothing. So there's nothing to hold the value of this coin up. And that's why I can't see a future in fan tokens the way they are at the minute. It all needs to change. Anyway, we have managed in 35 minutes, mainly because of my lack of app today, we've managed to get through the entire show in 35 minutes, which is quick. I know I've not had too many rants today, which is good. So what we'll do is we're going to get straight to the quiz. It's a mishmash of a show today, simply because we were running behind with everything today. So we're going to get onto the quiz. Now, the moment of truth, does the quiz work on this phone? That's the question. Let's give it a go. And before I ask the question, I'm going to give everybody a very quick breakdown of how this works. I can't even type on this phone. This is an utter disaster. Right. Okay, so you have 60 seconds. I'm going to ask some very simple crypto questions. The answers have to be in lowercase. If you put a capital B or if you type it in uppercase, you're not going to win. If you are watching on YouTube, unfortunately, you cannot take part. This is only for our Binanceans that are watching the stream on the Binance app. As I've said, I think we have links in the description, so you can join Binance, give us a follow over there, and then you can take part and get your free crypto. So let's try with a question. Let's see if this works. What does BTC stand for? There we go. Let's see if this works. It's so hot in here. I feel like I'm in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I'm literally melting today. Lowercase, exactly, Fran. Exactly. Remember, if you are watching, give us a follow on YouTube, give us a follow on Binance, and if you want to help out with the prizes that we give away, you can donate to us through the app, or the PayID is on the screen. So if you do want to send us some crypto, we will convert it into SHIB and give it out on the platform. Now, let's see how many have won. I can't tell. I think... Is it going to show me? It is. Aslan has won. Fran. Mrs. Seki, welcome back to the show. I've not seen you for a few days. Petrolhead. Jill, Patty, Kishan, Peaky Blinder is here. Babton, Lynn, and Dacriel. Well done. It does indeed. BTC stands for Bitcoin. So congratulations to all those who have won. Good morning, XDP. Good morning, Amir. Thank you, Mrs. I'd love to know how to pronounce your name. Is it Tazeki? Welcome, King. Let's ask another one. Okay, very simple question. What does LTC stand for? We start off with some easy questions, give people a chance to get some questions right, and then we come in at the end and ask them a lot harder questions. Well done, everybody. I think most people have got this right so far. For those of you who have not heard of this, many years ago, it used to be called Bitcoin's little brother. It was called digital silver. Personally, I'm not a fan of this coin anymore. I think it's going to be a zombie chain in the future. 29 of you got it right. The answer was, of course, Litecoin. The halving is coming up soon, probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Maz is back. Welcome back. Titans, Fran. Again, I can't read everybody out that's won. Petrolhead. Pussy Mini, welcome back. I always cringe when I say your name. Black Sugar, congratulations everybody that won. Now, would you like some harder questions, or would you want me to stick with the easy questions? Let me know in chat if you want harder or easier. I can ask harder questions and increase the crypto that you win, or stick with the easy questions. Let me know what you want to do. I am happy either way. Easy questions. Okay. Both. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll find some middle ground. I'll mix them up a bit. And again, if you don't know the answer, people like Petrolhead in chat, they get the questions right all the time. They are the sages of the Crypto Warehouse chat. If George was in here, I think George would get the questions right as well. So if you see Geo, if you see Mrs. Tazeki will get it right, Petrolhead will get it right. Now, with this question, I want the name of the blockchain. I do not want the name of the token. So the question is simple. What blockchain did Justin Sun create? I think there's a lag of about 15 seconds on the stream, so by the time I've typed this in and it appears, you should have the question in front of you. And Adil, of course, sorry Adil, you do always get the questions right. He's got a new title, Justin Sun. Is he something like His Royal Highness or His Excellency? I think his title is His Excellency Justin Sun now. Now, Justin Sun and CZ have had some run-ins in the past. George is asking if we are repeating questions from last week. No, George, I just ask random questions that come into my head. But I have to ask easy questions because otherwise nobody would get them right. Lots of correct answers on this question. The answer is, of course, Tron. That's the name of the network. It's very quick. I've used it many times. Who has won? Fran. Florin, congratulations. Peaky Blinder. Mr. Mido, that's a nice name. Dushman Thanchin Thacker. I got that one right. You've won, congratulations. Friendly Angel, well done on winning. And to the rest of you. Everybody just copies previous replies, Balal. That is true. And I'll give you a good example of that. There was a question the other day on Thursday, and I think the question was, what colour is Yoda? Because it was a sci-fi stream. We were looking at a game, a space game, and the question was, what colour is Yoda? Which, of course, the answer was green. and somebody typed white, and about 40 people typed white. And clearly everybody knows it was green. Well done, everyone. You can stop typing Tron now. I think the question has gone. Indeed, Mrs. C, I'll call you. They can study at the Binance Academy and they would learn all of these different things. Okay. Now, in answer to the comment about everybody copies each other's answers, what they could do is they could only let me see the answers, and then you wouldn't be able to see what other people have typed. But then I don't think many people would get them right. So, next question. And I've asked a different question because George is sending me messages on WhatsApp giving me stick for asking the same questions. What is the first name of the founder of the Cardano blockchain? The first name. I don't need this gentleman's surname, just his first name. Harder. I don't need. Did that question go through? Can anybody see a question on the screen? Or did the question... There we go. We've got a huge lag. Now, this was the question. We also asked this question a few days ago, and everyone got this one wrong as well. I want the first name of the founder of Cardano. I do not want the name of the token. The gentleman in question, his name is not Ada. First of all, that's a female name, although nowadays you've got to define what a female is. So it's not Ada. It begins with a C. And a few of you are getting it right. Congratulations. A few seconds left. The answer is, of course, Charles. Charles Hoskinson was the founder of Cardano. He also started OHIK. I can never remember if that's the right name for it. Adil, you are correct. Nini, Mrs. C, congratulations. Well done. Let me see if I can ask a different question. Exactly, now everybody knows. This is the point. This is the point of our quiz. Our quiz is to give away crypto to as many people as possible, and in the process try and educate them a little bit as to who some of the people are in crypto, what some of the coins are called, a little bit of their history. I'm not here to try and trick people, catch them out. Dot was Gavin Wood, and Gavin Wood and Charles left Ethereum to go and create Cardano and Polkadot. So there you go. Right, next question. There is actually, if you want to go and look this up, there is a very sinister story about Gavin Wood on the internet that you should go and look at, and that story is the reason that I will never invest in Polkadot. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. You can go and find it yourself. But if you did find the story and you did read the story and he's admitted it, it's not that he's denied it, then you will probably not invest in Polkadot either. And I will leave it. I will leave it at that. More questions? Yeah, I will do, Road Boy. It takes a while to type in these questions, and as I'm talking to you, I am actually trying to type in. And again, I've got a different app today than I normally use, a different phone with the app on, sorry, and it's nearly impossible to type. Okay, I want you to give me the surname of the CEO of MicroStrategy. Now, this gentleman is a bit of a Bitcoin maxi. He doesn't believe in any other cryptocurrency. He's more of a cultish figure in crypto, but he's also very good at promoting crypto to the right people in the right spaces. So I just want the surname of the CEO of MicroStrategy. That's all I need. Brogan has returned home with an energy herbal tonic drink for me, and I cannot tell you the difference in the last 10 minutes from starting to drink that till now. It's not David. His first name is Michael, and his surname is not David. Am I Southern England or East Coast? I am from Manchester originally, in the northwest of England. It's vanished off my screen, so I don't know who's won, but I can tell you from looking in the chat, the majority of you got Saylor. It is indeed Michael Saylor. He is the CEO of MicroStrategy. Why is he important to crypto? Because MicroStrategy has been DCAing into crypto for the last 2 or 3 years. They recently broke even. I think their break-even amount was like 29,800 or something like that, 30,000. So MicroStrategy is in profit. I think they own 120,000 or something now in Bitcoin. They are going to be a very valuable company in the next 5 to 10 years, I would say. So congratulations. His surname, Dolby, funny answer. Michael, George, is that supposed to be George Michael? He's certainly not George Michael, but he does believe in freedom. And that's the last dad joke I'll make on the stream today. Google disagrees. Well, Google's wrong. Well, Michael Saylor is the chap. If you say MicroStrategy to anybody out there, everybody will say Michael Saylor. They will not say the other chap, which is Fong Li, which is the business partner. He left university, went to work at, I don't know if it was an insurance company, and then he formed MicroStrategy with Pong Li or Fong Li. They became partners. So he's a college buddy. I have heard of him. Anyway, you shouldn't be using Google to find the answers. You should already know these answers. King, nobody. I don't think we have many American viewers, to be honest. I think the majority of people that watch these streams are from Asia, Africa, and Europe. I know Mrs. C is in Ireland. I know Adil is in India. I know George is sending me grief. George is giving me grief on WhatsApp. You are good at accents. You're not far off. Right, let me ask you the next question before we have a riot about Michael Saylor. Okay. Okay, this is the easy question of the day. God, this is so hard to type on this phone. Come on. Right. Okay. So, if you get this question wrong, you need to give your keys back to Binance. And take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror. Who is the CEO of Binance? That's the question. Please don't get it wrong. Hello, Mohammed. Everybody's getting this right, which is good to see. Konstantich, or whatever your name is, it's a 2-letter answer only. I do not want his full name. 2-letter answer only. Yeah, and it has to be in small caps. These aren't the rules that I make up to catch you out. This is the crypto quiz app that's in the Binance application. So I'm not trying to catch you out. Hello, Vlad. Welcome back. So I think we may have got 50-51 correct answers then. So you've restored my faith in the stream. I hope nobody put Pong Lee to that question. Kill Lady, well done. Ali, congratulations. Sehar's back, welcome. Vlad is here. I might still have to call you P Mini. I'm going to call you P Mini from now on. P Mini 1. Somi, Kishan. Lots of correct answers. Malik, congratulations, everybody. Harder questions. CZ is indeed Czech Republic. You are right. But it's also his nickname because nobody can pronounce Chan Peng Zhao. So he just puts CZ, and that's what it's been for the last couple of years that he's been on Twitter. So you want a harder question. The problem with a harder question is nobody will get it right. But I'm quite happy to ask. You are right, Belal. Yeah, I mean, more people are learning, but if you don't know the answer, we kind of give you the answer anyway on the stream. So we're not expecting people to have to go to Google to look these things up. Do we do trivia every day? We do trivia at the end of every stream. So we do 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes of news and me ranting about things to do with crypto. And then at the end, we wanted to do an AMA or a Q&A whereby if you didn't know anything about crypto, if you had questions or portfolio or questions about prices, then we would answer those questions. But when we started, nobody was asking questions. So we started to do the quiz at the end of every show. So rather than people ask us questions that they didn't know, we would ask you questions to see if you knew what the answer was. So we kind of turned it round, and that's why we started the quiz. So the quiz was just to go on to the end for the last 20-25 minutes of the show. That's where it came from. So it was never supposed to be... we have a Twitter house. I am in. If you go... Hang on a second. If you go down here, you will see all of the ways that you can get hold of us. So we've got our YouTube channel, our Twitter account, and our Telegram group. So if you want to give me abuse about it being Pong Lee, send me a message on Telegram or Twitter. And if you want to learn a bit about crypto, we obviously have our YouTube channel with all of our... I mean, we've made 338 videos. Plus we have lots of live streams. We've started the live streams again. So, we do our bit to try and help people. But I better ask another question or everyone's going to get annoyed with me in chat. Hello, Gerper. Hello, Faraway. Welcome back. The Q&A is replaced by the quiz. So we don't have the Q&A and the quiz now. We just have the quiz. But if you have questions, ask them during the stream and I stop and answer the question. Or if you have a question now, ask away. Right, let me drop another box. People want a difficult question. Okay, I'm not going to ask too difficult questions, but I'm going to ask something that you might not have heard of. Now I've asked this question the last few days because I don't hold any of this token, but if you like XRP and you like unsexy finance related tokens with real world use, then this is the token that I think you should do your research on. As I said, I don't hold any of these tokens. Nothing we do on this channel is sponsored. We don't do any we haven't got a sponsor or any advertisers like that at the minute. So anything we say on here, we say for your benefit, unless I say I hold this token, I hold that token, like I did with Chain GPT. I own some of that, but on the whole, I don't own any of this. Now, this token, I'm not going to bring up the diagram, but it's got its fingers in all of the different payment processing pies there are in the world. It works alongside XRP, not directly along XRP, but it works in the same mold and it's part of the same ecosystem as XRP. But nobody really invests in it. People don't like it that much. It really isn't that sexy. The answer was, of course, Quant. I've made a video about Quant, which is down here somewhere. So if you go to our channel and type in Quant, you'll see our video that I've made on it. I like the project. In crypto, it's not the best idea to have 40 or 50 crypto in your portfolio. It's best to have 10 at most, in my opinion, and stick to them. You can like as many projects as you want, but don't degen into everything you see. Otherwise, you're going to have $5 in 5,000 projects, and that's never going to get you anywhere. Pick the ones that you think are going to run the longest race and the fastest race. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, XRP, maybe Solana, maybe Algorand is at a really low price at the minute. Maybe things like that. Is it? I can't pronounce. I'll call you Consta. Consta, try and restart the app. Black Sugar, it can take up to 45 minutes for the reward to reach your wallet. It's just the way it works. Sometimes it happens in seconds. Sometimes it can take up to 45 minutes, but you will get it. Right, I'm going to ask one more question and then I'm going to drop the box. The thank you box at the end. Because I think now we've been doing the quiz for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Last question, I'll ask an easy one. Okay. So, 60 seconds. Easy question. I want the surname of the owner of Tesla and Twitter. Everybody should get this question right. It's not a difficult question. What does he have to do with crypto? I hear you shout. Well, he bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin way back when for Tesla. It's still on their books. They haven't sold any as far as I'm aware. Or they may have sold a small amount to test liquidity, but they haven't sold a lot. He is also going to introduce a wallet into Twitter, and the rumor is that it's going to have Dogecoin as one of its major tokens on there. So he is not directly involved in crypto, but he has a massive say over crypto. I need the surname. If you are typing Elon, you will not win, because he does love Doge. He does indeed. And for those of you that don't know, Dogecoin is from the same source code as Bitcoin. And I believe is Dogecoin now the second most mined crypto in the world behind Bitcoin. It was Bitcoin, then Ethereum, and then I don't know if it was Litecoin was in there, but I think Doge is now top 3 or top 4 most mined cryptocurrency in the world. Again, the box has absolutely vanished off my screen. I don't know who's won, but we are at the end of the show. We've been going now for 1 hour and 4 minutes. We normally do an hour or so, and before I drop the box, let me do some housekeeping. So on Binance Live, you will see that we stream every single day. We will be going live tomorrow at 11 AM. Today it was supposed to be myself and Brogan. He had to go out. The stream got put back an hour and a half. Everything went horribly wrong, but we managed to get through it. Thank you to everybody watching us. We broke 20,000 followers yesterday, which is incredible. We didn't think we'd get to 20,000 followers as quickly as we did. I think back here when we first started to do the streams, we were on about 3,000 followers. So to get to 20,000 is thanks to you, and thank you to the regulars. Thank you to Petrolhead, Adil. Thank you to Peaky Blinder, the Scouser with the Birmingham nickname, George for giving me grief on WhatsApp. And with all that being said, I'll drop the box now and I'll see you all in the morning. Don't forget as well that the Sunday show is already listed. You can set a reminder to it in your calendar, and we'll probably go live about 10:45 with the countdown, just to let you know we're there. So once you see that notification, we will probably go live 15 minutes after that notification, so it gives you time to get a coffee and sit down. But until then, I'm going to drop the box. Have a great day. Thanks everybody for coming. And this phone, I'm going to throw it out the window in a minute. There we go. And yeah, I'll drop a little bit bigger box than normal. I'll leave it for 10 minutes. I'll put the end screen on countdown, and you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If you can't make it tomorrow, have a great Sunday, and we'll see you next week. Thanks everybody. See you soon.